Things took a shocking turn when Jake Paul found himself in rough shape after taking a hard punch from Mike Tyson. Yes, one punch was all it took to change the energy completely, but wait, wasn't the fight scheduled for July 20th? So what happened? During a heated press conference in Dallas, Jake let his trash talk go way too far. In an attempt to rattle Tyson, he crossed a serious line with a deeply personal comment. The atmosphere instantly shifted. What was supposed to be promotional hype suddenly became something much more intense. Jake seemed confident walking into that event, laughing, joking, and acting like it was just another viral moment. But when you're dealing with someone like Mike Tyson, things can escalate fast. The tension in the room was undeniable, and everyone watching could feel that this wasn't ordinary pre-fight banter. The press conference at Madison Square Garden on May 20, 2024, was meant to build excitement for their July showdown. Instead, it turned into one of the most talked-about moments in boxing media. Jake, known for pushing boundaries, dialed up the provocation, and this time, it may have backfired. Now the big question is, what exactly made Tyson react the way he did, and how did things spiral so quickly?
Promise to the people is on July 20th, Mike will be put to sleep, and he will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
This wasn't ordinary trash talk. It felt like a mouse roaring at a lion. The room was already tense, cameras flashing, reporters leaning forward, but Jake didn't stop. He kept pushing. What began as promotion quickly turned personal, and the energy shifted in seconds. You could see it on Tyson's face. The crowd went quiet. This wasn't hype anymore, this was something else. Jake continued to escalate, making comments that clearly struck a nerve. The air inside the venue felt heavy. Everyone could sense that a line had been crossed, and then it happened. Tyson's reaction was instant. The calm vanished. Security rushed forward as chaos erupted on stage. Reporters jumped back, cameras shook, and the audience gasped. It all unfolded in a matter of seconds, but it felt much longer. When things finally settled, the press conference was in ruins. What was meant to promote the July 20th showdown had turned into one of the most controversial moments in boxing media history. Jake appeared shaken after the altercation, and speculation immediately spread about his condition and what this meant for the fight. His team later confirmed he would need time to recover, raising serious questions about whether the event could proceed as planned. The boxing world exploded with reactions. Former champion Evander Holyfield weighed in, noting that emotions can run high in this sport, especially when things turn personal. Commentators across sports media debated whether the situation could have been avoided altogether. As for Mike Tyson, his message was brief: when lines are crossed, consequences follow. Meanwhile, Jake Paul took to social media, addressing the incident and sharing his side of the story. Supporters and critics flooded the comments, turning the moment into a viral firestorm. What was supposed to be a blockbuster promotional event became a cautionary tale about how quickly words can ignite real-world consequences. And now, the biggest question remains: will the fight still happen, or did one explosive moment change everything?
You had to pay them a lot of money for no reason. And I'm like, it just pisses me off.
Jake didn't stay quiet for long. During a live stream days after the incident, he appeared visibly shaken. His voice trembled, a sharp contrast to the confident, almost cocky energy he had shown at the press conference. Anger, frustration, even a bit of sadness crept into his tone. But then things got even more complicated. Jake began posting videos showing himself in bandages and a cast, claiming he was seriously injured. In one clip, he explained that he had dislocated his shoulder during training and that doctors advised him not to fight. The explanation, however, raised eyebrows almost immediately. Fans started noticing inconsistencies. Some supporters defended him, saying nobody deserves things to spiral out of control like that. Others weren't buying it. Members of the boxing community questioned whether the injuries were as serious as claimed. The debate exploded online. Clips of Jake appearing emotional spread across social media. In one video he said, "I just wanted to hype the fight, I didn't expect it to go this far." It was a rare vulnerable moment from someone usually seen as fearless and brash. Meanwhile, critics pointed out that he was spotted out in public days later bowling in Los Angeles, attending a party, seemingly moving without major limitations. Photos and eyewitness accounts added fuel to the controversy. Then came the legal twist. On May 25, 2024, Jake Paul filed a massive lawsuit against Mike Tyson in New York, alleging aggression and emotional distress stemming from the press conference incident. The filing sent shockwaves through the sports world. Tyson, however, dismissed the claims in interviews, suggesting the lawsuit was exaggerated. His team argued that the injuries were overstated and that the legal move was strategic rather than necessary. Suddenly, the July 20th fight was in jeopardy. Promoters grew nervous. Fans were divided. Some believed Jake had every right to pursue legal action. Others felt it was an attempt to avoid stepping into the ring. Former champions and analysts weighed in. Opinions split sharply, with many questioning whether hype culture in boxing had finally crossed a dangerous line. Now, the rivalry has moved beyond press conferences and into courtrooms. The outcome of this legal battle could determine not only whether the fight happens but also how both men's reputations are remembered. One thing is certain: what started as promotion turned into one of the most dramatic sagas boxing has seen in years, and the world is watching to see what happens next.